What's up, everybody? Welcome to podcast now. I'm Alex, and short but sweet video for you here today. I want to talk about the Xbox Showcase this upcoming June. We all knew it was going to happen, but they officially gave us a little bit of detail, date, time, as well as a show after the show, focusing on The Outer Worlds 2. So let's just quickly go over the details, what they're also not doing, by the way, and then we'll give you guys my opinions really fast. So again, pretty easy tweet here. Xbox Game Showcase followed by The Outer Worlds 2 Direct, set to air on Sunday, June 8th. So you can see on the left, Xbox Game Showcase, Sunday, June 8th, 10 a.m. Pacific time, and then immediately following, you got The Outer Worlds 2. Now, the one thing that they're not doing is that Fan Fest. They are still doing it, and they're doing a 10th anniversary one. I see a lot of Xbox kind of online personalities that are pretty disappointed in it. Now, the fact, again, that it's not going to happen with this, they are going to do it at just a later time to celebrate the 10 years. It's actually kind of wild that this has been a thing, or at least that fan kind of, coming together has been a thing for 10 years. But there you have it. So again, we knew this was going to happen, but to get a date, I think Summer Game Fest is the Friday before. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure the Friday before Summer Game Fest, and then 2 days later is this. So when I say June is starting to fill up, I'm talking, events. June hopefully can fill up with games as well, and it normally does, here and there. But definitely, they're starting it strong. They're starting this E3 kind of vibe that we are always kind of expecting. And, to choose The Outer Worlds 2, not really all that surprising, I guess, right? Because you have Fable, but Fable is delayed till 2026. You got like a Gears of War E-Day type situation. You got Clockwork Revolution, by the way. Don't forget that one. You got a couple games for sure. But, the big fall game, after I think just a pretty great first half of the year for Xbox, second half of the year is actually, I think, going to be largely dependent on something like The Outer Worlds 2. So it does make sense you would choose something like that. This actually coincided, I believe, with 11 minutes of gameplay of The Outer Worlds 2 that dropped today. You guys can, check that out if you want. And not to be like a console warrior in this video, because I hate that kind of stuff, but Xbox has classically cleaned up in these events. These are meaty shows. These are hour and a half, 2 hour long, and they just like freaking bombard you with games. Pretty much every year has, whether it's actually it's kind of got both, right? It's got the exclusives, it's got the Game Pass representation, and it's also just got the new stuff. I mean, even oftentimes you'll get games that are coming out in the fall, you'll get them announced at the Xbox events, and you're already having rumors kind of come out. I don't know how much I believe, but you already have the possibility of like the Persona 4 remake, right? Hollow Knight. Those are two kind of big ones people are discussing. I think it'll be quite a bit because again, it's normally like an hour and a half. I think they've shown Fable every single time since Fable was originally announced. So you can imagine Fable will be there. Perfect Dark, State of Decay 3, like kind of I imagine all the classics. We'll obviously talk about my predictions and expectations as we get closer, but there you go. We got the confirmation. Early June, June 8th. And this time, by the way, I will be co-streaming it, and I'm very excited to say that. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure, as always, you're subscribed to the channel, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.